100% on our way to the moon.
Moontrain's on point, we're in the groove, trading like a symphony. When the
Dow's
big
over
Mike's
$50,000.
juicing up,
I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader.
we're on the moon train.
Then we watched you guys land on the moon,
No,
which
you
was
didn't. No, you didn't.
This is how you become a day trader.
Good, 5 more left. Watch it. There we go, come on.
All right. Because of years of absolute epic training, we've caught this whole rally. Now, I do want to say that again because a lot of people, most did not. And that is a fact. And a lot of people have made life-changing money. And if you didn't make life-changing money, you were trading with people who did. And if you made a little bit of money, that goes towards the next move where you're gonna get life-changing money. So, I want to start off this market analysis by saying this and really take this to heart. A lot of us have survived and thrived in the market. It is easy making money. It is fucking super difficult keeping it. So if you find yourself looking for the next play or asking, hey, where is this gonna go? What's gonna happen? This and that. That is your first sign that you're forcing it. Okay? You're forcing it. And you're probably gonna give away a bunch of money. I said a week and a half ago when we caught this move, if you have the money a week later, you're an elite trader. A lot of you still have that money, so good fucking job. High five yourself. Okay, and now you can stop enjoying that. Okay, you have to protect your gains. If you don't protect your gains after catching this, then please pay for my plane ticket and I will come and kick you in the nuts myself to teach you. Okay? And if you're new and life has brought you to the train, there will be more moves. I want to very early in this video explain to you that when you slow chop premiums down and then you fucking rip them to Valhalla, which was there, and then you're at Nutella levels right now, and you got all the Twitter saying, it's a bull trap. Fucking bull trap me all you want, but I made over 400% of my portfolio the last few weeks, so like, I'm 95% cash, now what? Two things can happen. One is you start going sideways soon. That is one way to compress premiums. Okay? Remember this move? I've been yapping about this move. This move was way crazier than this move. This move was really hard to catch. As you see, there was a lot of up and down, up and down. This was way fucking easier. This has been the easiest rally to ever catch. Why is that? Well, when you've traded a long time, you understand that when CTA buying is announced and then the CTA buying turns out to be double of the pre-announced price, there's only one outcome, and that is up and more up and more up. Because a lot of Twitter think that retail matters. Okay, does a ant matter compared to an aircraft carrier in size? No, it fucking does not. Old concept. Okay, just like bulls and bears, old concept. This is as corrupt and manipulated as anything can be. So kiss crypto shitcoins goodbye, because why would you ever trade shitcoins when you got the US stock market and options. Robinhood will now let you, as of Friday, the announcement is you can trade SPX options 24/7. So like, what more do you need? This is your crack dealer right here. This will change the game yet again. Just like when they introduced zero DTEs, them dropping these day trading levels from 25 to 2 is gonna bring in more schmucks, more exit liquidity. The Trump accounts are gonna bring in more liquidity. Right now, it is imperative that you understand that we are only trading narrative. So we've had some negative comments over the weekend. The strait is closed, some tankers have been hit, this and that. That has only brought us down literally to backtest, since we don't backtest anymore, right? This has only brought SPY backtesting the 4-hour 9. So this last leg of this rally, as I've said numerous times, you haven't even fucking backtested besides here. 674. That has been backtested. Nothing has been backtested. So any dip down to this 674, 676 area is a buy. Obviously, you don't want to be sitting in any calls when it happens, because you'll get absolutely smoked. Therefore, I urge everyone to be very cautious. And obviously, I will be traveling Tuesday, Wednesday, might be on for Thursday close. So I don't want anybody going fucking rogue, me opening up the Discord and everybody's like, bro, what's the next play? So the longer you trade, you understand that the market isn't the same. The market comes in waves. You gotta realize what the trigger is, and then you gotta ride it. Just like you don't want to be sitting in this type of chop, you gotta realize when it's time to fucking send it, right? And obviously, live on voice, me and Todd right here decided that fear and greed was at 9 and we were gonna buy the shit out of this rally, and we did. So possible outcomes, well, everything depends on the Monday pre-market news. If there's a deal in sight or if a deal happens, Trump has now said that end of day Monday is still the deadline. So I might straddle it, might not, maybe I won't, maybe I'll be 100% cash, because I don't exactly endorse trying to fucking trade with Wi-Fi on a plane, okay? Some of us do it really well. But I want some peace of mind, and after catching 400% here, there is no reason to. So backtest levels here that you should mark is gonna be obviously every single yellow line, okay, down to here. These 4 are your back test spots, okay, on SPY. They're all FOMC levels. We're gonna have Powell's last FOMC level coming out end of month, and it would fit the geometrical pattern if it was somewhere around here. As far as SPX, I am going to give you my top extended price target right now, after I point out that there's only one absolutely incredibly handsome bearded man with sunglasses and long hair that gave you 712 almost 6 months ago, and that was me. Obviously we took a little bit of a dip here in between, but nevertheless, overall structure before I really reveal that price target is this is consolidation. Does the market go higher from consolidation? Not without a fake breakdown that you got. What usually happens if you overshoot a little bit and then fall back into consolidation, then you do a smaller dip. It's gonna be your upcoming mini crash, and then it's gonna rip higher. So my price target for SPX, either on this rally, is actually higher than the previous collar, and it comes in at 72.67. Okay, I'm gonna have to mark that. That is the extended fib. Okay, and obviously these are a little off, but these are two major trend lines that go all the way back to when the beard was shorter, and one of them is from the October 23 low, and the other one is from the July 23 all-time high. And I could spend hours trying to, get them exactly, but they ballpark cross here in the next 2 weeks. Okay, after that you probably consolidate, or if this has just been pumped and the CTAs decide that they're going to fucking pull out these hundreds of billions of dollars, you crash. And if you crash here, you take out this low, which seems like unlikely, but anything in the shit show is possible. This whole rally could just be exit liquidity from this buy-in here. But it just seems like this one's higher, and if it goes higher, it's gonna go to here. After that, it will absolutely 100% come down. Okay, and then again back to premiums, everything needs to reset. You can't pump swing positions 11 days straight and just keep paying out people. That's not how it works. So you have earnings starting up, and it would not surprise me if the indices start range bounding back down here somewhere, and the market makers, because they know ahead of time the results, are just gonna keep cashing in on crazy ass earnings moves, and Bloomberg will say, oh yeah man, retail investors really didn't like the report, and simultaneously all press the fucking button right at close in a directional move. Okay, again, referring back to the system showing you Nutella flying around in space in high costing equipment. Why? To showcase that you believe anything and are forced to believe anything that they say. That's the spell, right? And the only way to catch a rally like this is to break that spell on a personal level, so you comprehend fully that none of this is real and you're just playing a computer game. And if you don't reach that conclusion, none of these fucking indicators are going to help you if they're on your screen. These are training wheels. Once it becomes instinctual and you feel the market, then you're a trader. And I'm also going to say this, I have seen and received messages of absolutely incredible gains. Some people having beginner's luck and some people having skill. It doesn't matter in my book. I want to underscore again, because grandpa needs to fucking tell you, because you're 17 and she just told you that she loves you and I don't understand, right? And that is that if you give your gains away right now and you cannot control yourself enough to go into protect gains mode after this extraordinary, this is not normal market conditions, this is. So if you caught this and you expect to do it again next week, you will be on the schmuck list and give your gains away. So look at your gains. Think about how many hours you'd have to spend lifting boxes in a Walmart warehouse to humble yourself. and live through gratitude and keep that fucking vibe high and motivate others and help the team. Help the team, especially when I'm flying through air. The last 4 days have probably been some of the most brutal life experience I've ever encountered, moving with the whole family and doing this shit and everybody's emotions and all the stuff and this and that. But again, you either do it or you don't. Okay? And I'm a believer in going with the flow. So now that we've experienced that, this has a real possibility, I'd say, to be the top, and you slow bleed into here. So how am I positioned? I am positioned 95% cash to then maybe FOMC rip into this. Okay, my hedge is 712 puts for Monday, and then I'm still holding some 700 call runners for Monday, since we closed right there, and I took those YOLOs for here. If for whatever reason we get a deal and this rips up here, sell all of your shit and take a put starter that you can add to only if it crosses the threshold of 30% gains. As I've said, I've been moving my hedge up while playing insane calls all this rally, and every time the puts go negative 30%, it green lights another leg higher. So you can use that in reverse. Once the puts go 30% green, and this is on something with time in the money, there's a chance that the rally is over. But I've given you my extended price target now on SPY to the upside. I also want to, at this point, and you can rewatch this episode because it's a fucking family pack of nuggets with barbecue, ranch, and sweet and sour. Okay, if the market consolidates and doesn't eat shit down to here, my SPY price target for the end of the year is right there. That would mean that we start consolidating in this area. We have a little bit of a dip where we go gap fill that gap right there, and then this shit fucking absolutely reaps donkey balls up to there. I also, on a personal level, from being a shit show specialist, would think it would be a crime against the corrupt stock market if the Dow Jones did not hit 50k. So if the market holds next week, I would like to see early in the week the Dow Jones specifically go higher, because we have industrials posting earnings. Then after that happens, since obviously SPY has already hit all-time high, I would like the tech earnings to go to my former crackhead target of 650 250. That doesn't seem too crackheady anymore, does it? Right? What a beautiful chart. And you can't be bearish when the 9s cross the 21, the 200, the 50, and the 89. And if the 21 crosses the 200 on QQQ, let's just go back and see what happened last time. Oh yeah! Huh. Last time that happened, fucking QQQ was at 516. So, fuck your feelings. And this can go higher. It can always go higher. Why do you say that it can always go higher? Brother, there was a day when QQQ was at 30 bucks, 19. Like, come on, man. What do you mean? I mean, it can go fucking way higher. So all of these, I predict this and I fucking predict that posts never show up with a price target. The market makers are very high up in the food chain of the matrix. They will ensure that their PSYOP accounts are on your feed. Let me say that again. The market makers will ensure that their PSYOP accounts, whose only function is to confuse you and rob you, are on your feed. Otherwise, there is zero fucking reason for me being shadow banned. So again, if you're on the Moontrain, you got some money, an internet connection, a laptop or two, and a phone, you're in a very exclusive club. So treat it as such. Now, as far as next week, it is all about that news. If you have good news, okay, that is if you have good news, on Monday QQQ can go to this king node, that can be the magnet, and you rip through my target right there. At the same time, they've positioned for this to be SPY's ceiling. If SPY goes over here, it probably rips up all the way up to here. SPX should hold that retest. If it opens below that, it'll probably go retest 7,000. So what is the purpose of this video? This purpose of this video is to give you different scenarios so that you have an easier time as a trader to react the correct way. It is one of the biggest pitfalls in trading to get married to your fucking plan. Because you might come home and there's a train on the plan starting with the neighbor and the pool guy. How do you react? So coming prepared to the table and being like, okay, so if we shit the bed here, I should probably wait the 695 to buy the dip. Why is that? Because that's this fucking mega rejection area that never gave way. Meanwhile, we just fucking blasted through it. So when you come down here, it'll fucking hold and it's by the dip. That's plan A. Plan B is we rip higher, you sell your shit, and you start fucking waiting, or you short it lightly. Because this can go higher. Okay? Price doesn't matter as much as price action. Now, we call it the sports calendar for a reason, because it's so fucking good. And this is a 30 years futures chart. It shows you the fucking rally. We're here. So a little bit of a pullback, pull higher, chop. Volatile May, get the fuck out end of May. Adopt scalp and gap up trading based on the VIX for a good 5 months, and then buy the shit out of that dip and do not let go. What will tell us besides price action if we're going to consolidate and drift up, or if we're going to get a sharp reversal? The NAMO. The NAMO during May went to 84. Obviously they want to hide it here right now, but it went to 84. Okay, we have the same setup. We're right here. The NAMO is about to pull back. It doesn't go fucking higher here. So best case scenario for higher is a pop. Now, if we're waiting on the ceasefire deal, if it happens or not, it is still sell the news because it's been fully priced in. For next week, and if you're still listening and taking notes, which you should, we got early low Monday, early low Tuesday, Wednesday early high, Thursday early high, Friday early low. For next week's Monday, we have a big trend change signal, plus minus 1 day. I'd say plus minus 2 days. So within a week and a half, we're going to 100% stop rallying and at least pull back. I say that very confidently. Okay? There is other smaller trend changes brewing. I will let you know when they show up. Okay? Worst case scenario is we go to 7200 here, and I even showed you that extended 7267. Okay? Higher than that, no fucking way. Okay? We're also at a new record low here on CPC. So please be cautious. And if you're new to the Moontrain, fuck yeah, congrats, and that is fantastic. But do know that we're the only fucking group of people besides the insiders who caught this, and the market needs to comprehend what the fuck just happened. And there will be plenty more plays, and there's a difference between forcing a play and a play happening and you're naturally riding it because your instincts are so fucking good and your portfolio isn't fried, so it allows you to ride it. Okay? Now, what hasn't ripped to Valhalla yet? JPM, Banks baby, second best fucking quarter ever. Okay? Don't ask me how, but yeah, let's go. JPM's gonna go higher. Okay? Dow Jones can go higher. The VIX. You're fucking telling me that we're in crash territory already? Come on, man. We still gotta go down here. Look at that. We're in VIX 13. Boom. Okay. Obviously, the big question is crude oil. It has pierced here. This can reverse. It probably will reverse. If you don't get a deal, this fucking rips, market comes straight down because it's priced in a truce. Best case scenario, it starts chopping because you get a truce. I don't think you're gonna rally that much more besides maybe one big Mike candle. Okay? I'm glad we're all on the same page. As you can see, a lot of put flow on some of these names, but again, a lot of call flow on names that haven't gone. And now we come into rotation. What I touched upon earlier is Apple. Also, name number 2, not at all-time highs. Okay? Google, not at all-time highs. Tesla, not at all-time highs. Microsoft, not at all-time highs. So you mean to tell me when I said in the beginning of the video that the indices can start consolidating and they can move over to individuals, that you comprehend that too now? Hell yeah, dude. Fantastic. Sometimes you can say something, but understanding something or comprehending something is a different thing. So you mean to tell me that this piece of shit was worth $457 and now it's $166? You're telling me that? Okay, cool. Because then I can also say that, I'm just going to throw it out. What's the difference on OKLO that doesn't even have any revenue? What's the difference between 193 and 66? Just asking, like a legitimate question. What's the difference? There is no fucking difference. It's just if the market maker decides that he's gonna pump this or not. with that said, there's going to be nuclear news in the next week. So keep an eye on this name. Okay? Another one, and obviously we are known to be like really fucking good Baba traders. Especially when Baba is good. When Baba is shit, it's questionable. But we did catch this whole rally. We also caught this, and then it shat the bed, right? So now the question is, will China and the US make up or not? Will there be talks of magnets or will there not? Will the summit happen? Will it not? Will the vibe be high? Will it not? If so, Baba's going to 160. And probably they fucking pump it to 180. If not, 145 is the price target. That's why we're in 145 May 15th. That we've scaled because they ripped over 300%. Fantastic. Okay. Other names, and you know me, I trade the same shit. Why? Because I know them. Meta news, Meta can go higher. Okay, why? Because why fucking not? Okay, I asked when does it go back here. Looks like you got yourself a half moon set up here. And if you're new, this is a half moon in the volume shelf. Should go tag 712. Okay, Nvidia should go to 212 when, I don't fucking know, but can continue higher. MU, if you trade MU, you trade MU, and I don't need to speak about it that much more. You know how it trades, okay? You know the levels. Crypto can go higher. When does that crypto deal happen? Otherwise, that is a top candle and you're already toast. So I feel there's been plenty of information in this video, and we are also going to wrap it up by checking the calendar and some additional gamma. Monday, you get Canadian data. No one gives a shit. It's all about the narrative. Do you get the deal or do you not get the deal? Retail sales on Tuesday. Home sales. Have fun. Trade it without me. Don't get fucked. Wednesday, all numbers, bond auctions. I'll be completely out that day. Hopefully I'm back in the day. Well, it would be Thursday open, I guess. Hopefully I'm back Thursday. That would be fucking fantastic. Japanese inflation data coming in. They probably hike this summer, by the way. Friday, Michigan consumer sentiment. Shout out to Dom. And then we are going to wrap up this month, but we're gonna look into the where's the this month here. Thank you, because that end of the week is very, very important for us because it leads into a full moon. So you're gonna have, this is probably not gonna be a hike yet. If it is, watch out. You're gonna have tech earnings, right? So should be spicy, should be really, really spicy. I can't wait. We're gonna just review quickly here the earnings names next week. Hold on while I pull it up. And if you want to play earnings, please be aware that a lot of these names could be IB flushes. If you don't know what an IB flush is, it is this. You fucking buy your position, it goes, it's flat, it kills the contracts, you buy the IB flush, and you can get a deal on the premiums, okay, instead of playing top premium. So you still have some smaller banks, airlines. Then you get UNH, GE. You're gonna have Boeing this week. Lockheed Martin's probably in here somewhere. I don't see it right now, but usually they are together. Then you get Tesla, ServiceNow, IBM, LRCX, Texas Instruments. Okay, it's the following week when the big tech earnings start. Okay. You've had a cavalcade. Look at this shit. Like, come on, man. You can mark these also. Is like here you see. Mention that level. Huge dark pool buy. Mention that level. Huge dark pool buy. Okay. This is fucking big money. Okay. Big money. But let's just, this has kind of been lagging because it's wondering what the fuck is going on in the world, right? That was your closing gigs here. If you open under 710 on Monday, you're gonna end up here. That's gonna be a pivotal level to take you up there. Maybe YOLOs work, maybe they don't. You'll have to find out. The aggregate right now says that whenever you come and backtest, this is the buy here. That could also be a buy. It's trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here. Again, you get over 710, you have a chance at that level that I was talking about. 72.26, whatever it was. What did I say? Yeah, 72.67. Okay, you have an actual chance at it. Now, these haven't been keeping up to date too good, but let's see what it's got. Yeah, see, we're trading $10 above the range here because it's extraordinary measures being used, which is hilarious on itself. And just as a reminder, Fed Day, Wednesday the 29th, right in to the full moon. Okay, so let's wait and see what the Iranians and Trump come up with, and please trade careful. Hopefully I am well rested and rejuvenated, doubt it, in Thailand by Thursday. Have a great week. Help the team. All you OG Hall of Famers, make sure to tell the new arrivals on the train where the restaurant cart is, and to take it easy and get familiar and just chill. And there's going to be plenty of plays and all of that. Sometimes when people are fresh off the boat, they're very eager, especially after a rally like this. It's more important in your life cycle that you muster up the balls to buy here than to buy here. With that said, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I am every day blown away that we have our group, that we have our Moontrain, that the friendships we've made for life, the inside jokes, the humor, the culture, the community, everybody. The people make it. The people make it. And having this group and having made friends for life with most of you is incredible. Okay, more incredible than smashing 1000% calls, which does not suck. Okay, I will see you on Monday, and then I'm doing Super Dad, MacGyver, Michael Knight for a few days. God bless.